Hi there, welcome back. This is module 4, part 3, AdventureWorks sales report KPIs. In this one, we are gonna see once again what are the KPIs that we need to calculate. If you don't remember, please do check out the BRD or business requirement document, and based on that, we are going to calculate it. Here on your screen now, you can see that in total, we have to calculate 9 KPIs or key performance indicators that we are going to use in our report. Very first is total sales revenue. That means you have to calculate the total sales amount over there. Then we have to also calculate year over year growth. That means what was the last year, what is this year, and we are going to divide it out so that we can calculate it. Then total number of units sold, average transaction value, sales by region, sales growth, profit margin, sales by product category, and lastly CLV, that is customer lifetime value. We are going to calculate all of these KPIs and we are going to use them into our report when we are going to start designing our Power BI report. Now let's see how to calculate them. The very first formula is very simple. You have to calculate the total sales, and for that you need to get one column from the fact internet sales table and you have to sum it, which is over here. Now, in order to calculate year over year growth, you have to apply one formula, which is the logic. That means you have to get your total sales for the current year minus total sales of the last year divided by the total sales of the last year. This formula can vary, so please do verify this with your business analyst or the business users who provided you these requirements. Always get the logic of all the calculations. Do not assume anything yourself. This is going to help you out, and then you have to apply the simple math and then convert that into a DAX one. So here current year says simply you have to take the sum, which is going to be the total sales, and then this is going to be the dim date or the date table that we have and the date column. It's going to give you the for the current year. And if you would like to furthermore modify it, you can also say that the year equals to current year, that you can apply. We will check that out, so don't worry about that. If you would like to do that for the previous year, then simply you have to filter it out with the sample period last year. Compared to this period, we are going to define sample period last year. Always try to verify your logic or the formula. Do not just blindly trust, even you are using the online search engines or ChatGPT or anything else. Try to verify your formulas, what you are doing over here. All right, guys. Now, what we are going to do, we are going to see that how this step-by-step measure calculations happens. For example, if you are checking this quantity sold, which would be sum of total quantities, right? Like this. So the very first, you see there are the rows. So the row filter automatically applies over here. But if you want to, which is I'm going to call the row context, but if you want to apply more filters on that, that becomes your filter context. So filter context is detected and applied because if you are applying the filter context over there, if I'm saying like the product color equals to black into this one, only then. Step 2 would be filter rows downstream to related tables. That simply means that if you have like something like this, it's going to apply automatically there for each and every row. And then finally your DAX evaluates over there. So that's how you calculate step by step your measures. You have to keep in mind the very basic thing. First, the syntax. Second, what does that DAX function do? Also read about its limitations. What are the limitations, where you can use it, where you cannot use it. Then you have to at last remember if you have to apply any other filter on the top of that. For example, here quantity, we have to apply another filter, which is going to be my color black. Here, it's a row context as well as the filter context. Both are working at the same time here. So for that, if you want to modify the filter context, you can use the calculate DAX function. I'm not saying it's going to be very easy to learn DAX, but if you are going to start with very simple like sum, max, mean, etc., and then you would go further to like concatenate or sum x, etc., you would get to learn easily. So please do watch our DAX Sunday series or the DAX tutorial, which is going to help you to learn everything step by step. Now, what we are going to do, we are going to move to our Power BI file where we are going to calculate all the DAX measures. That means we are going to write the DAX functions, and I'm going to show you with a very simple one, and then we are going to do one by one for all others. So I'm going to see you in the next part of this module, which is going to be the part number 4. See you in the next video.